Well, it's time for another Japanese tool haul. These are from NEPROS. They sent me 4 ratchets and a quick spinner. So let's open these up and take a look. Hey, what's up YouTube? Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. We're going to do another Japanese tool haul. This time we're going to be looking at 4 ratchets from NEPROS. Some people say NEPROS. I think NEPROS sounds more like the Japanese pronunciation, but NEPROS stands for New Professional Satisfaction. KTC came out with this NEPROS line right around 1995, which was to be basically their highest end tool. And they designed this to be what they call the world's finest aesthetic and functional tool. So let's start with the bottom one here. This is the NBR 390A, which is your 3/8 drive, 90 tooth. Now the packaging is very nice on these, and take a look at that. The mirror finish on that is beautiful. Wow, that is so nice. So it comes even with these little foam pads or inserts, and there's even foam in the lid on this box, I mean, to protect this ratchet and keep it nice. So the first thing I'm noticing is the lever or the switch to shift is similar to the American style in the sense that it's, when it's this direction, that is tighten. If you click it over here, that is loosen. Very nice engagement there. It doesn't feel sloppy at all. It does have a little bit of back drag feel compared to, for example, the Koken tools that I've also looked at from Japan. But this is not a lot of back drag. Very, very smooth mechanism. And this is serviceable, by the way. You can see you've got 2 screws on here, and they do sell a replacement kit, you know, gears, pawl, and all that. If you're worried about servicing this or warranty or anything like that, they do come with a lifetime warranty, but you know, the gears and whatnot are excluded from that. So now some of the stuff I was reading about this tool, so this is the latest version. This came out in 2022. They made the head smaller than the previous version. The overall width of the head on this one is 26 millimeters, which is 4 millimeters less than their previous version, which was a 30 millimeter. The head depth is pretty small for a full-size ratchet. Just wanted to compare that to the Koken, and it looks very similar. Maybe this is just a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker than the Koken ratchet. But one thing I'm noticing is this one is lighter than even the Koken in the similar size. I know this is a flex head, but I can definitely feel that this is lighter. Now, part of the reason for that is this handle has been hollowed out. They do that just for weight balance and for ease of use. I mean, you can spin this so nice. It feels really comfortable, by the way, in your hand. Also, I did notice that their quick release button is really recessed. Take a look at that. That is something that is different on the Koken. The Koken is also pretty low profile, but this one's even lower. Let's just throw a socket on there and then comes right off with the quick release. I am a quick release guy. I do like to have the quick release. I know a lot of you hate quick release. For me, a lot of times it's because my hands are so greasy, I can't pull a socket off unless I've got a button right here to release that. Unless, you know, some of these designs of sockets are easier to grab, but like this one, this is a Koken, but I do like to have that quick release button. That's just me. If you don't like quick release, well, all of the NEPROS tools do come with quick release, just to let you know. But man, the weight and feel and balance on this, it's really perfect. I'm gonna say this is a perfect ratchet. I can't really explain how comfortable this feels, but it is so comfortable in your hand, and the weight, it is just so much lighter than even the Koken in a similar length and size. Now here's an old Craftsman professional that I kind of started out with, and even this feels so much heavier now than this. Wow, it's light, but doesn't feel like, you know, too light to do the job. This just feels really nice. I really like this. I like this even more than I thought I would. Now I knew that this tool was like an ultra high end and probably too nice for me, but every once in a while, you know, you do need to treat yourself with something nice, and that's okay. It's okay to enjoy some nice tools and actually enjoy working on whatever it is that you're working on. You know, I seem to get more enjoyment out of a job or when I'm working on something if I have the right tool, or a tool that's comfortable for me to use, and I feel like I get hurt less or banged up less if I'm using a tool that I'm just more happy with or more comfortable using. So that's definitely a very, very nice ratchet. Now, another thing that I'll point out on the mechanism itself, they made the gear or the anvil stronger by doing some round machining. Basically, that's dispersing the inner stress. And then the pawl, or the claw as they call it, went from 7 teeth to 8. So the newest version has 8. It's gonna make it stronger. And then this shows the way that they hollow out the handle, this is the previous model and this is the new model. It's got additional hollowing. It's just a slightly different design. And as I mentioned, here's the repair kit that you can get. 46.90 yen right now is right around 30 bucks. So you can get all of these that I'm going to be looking at from neprostools.com. So that's it for the NBR 390A. So this one here is the NBRC 390L. Now the C stands for compact. This is one of their compact line of ratchets. Take a look at that. The head size is so much smaller. Again, this is a 90 tooth gear. The shift lever is again the same as the other. Feels great in the hand. Now the button does stick out a little bit farther on this one. It's just because of this head design, but that is so small. Now the width on the head of this ratchet is 22 millimeters. Now the length on this is 175 millimeters, but that is nice. You've got the leverage with that longer handle, but the access is just so nice. This would be amazing for tight access. Now I've talked about a lot of these really compact 3/8 drive ratchets. Basically it's a 3/8 drive and a 1/4 inch body, and that's exactly what they've done here. This is the equivalent to some of the other ratchets that I've looked at. I've looked at the Tone and the Koken. They also have their small 3/8 drive in the 1/4 inch body, and this one is nicely balanced. And again, the mirror finish on this is it's just amazing. Now the back drag actually feels a little bit smoother in this compact head versus the standard size here. I can definitely feel that the back drag is less on this compact version. Now I'm going to grab the Koken, similar version here. I know this is a flex head, but this is the Koken's version of the 3/8 drive in the 1/4 inch body. Also a quick release. This one here is a little bit longer. The button on the Nepros does stick out a little bit more, and the head is a little bit thicker than the Koken. Really like these compact versions, even though it's got a nice long handle. This isn't something you're going to stand on or break loose any lug nuts, but having that extra longer handle will help with some additional leverage to break some stuff loose. But there it is. All right, we'll set this one aside. Now they also sent me this one here, which kind of threw me a little bit because I said, yeah, just send me some 3/8 drive ratchets. Well, they sent me this NBR 290F, which is a 1/4 inch drive. So this is the 1/4 inch flex head version. Now this has like a little Teflon bushing in here, so it's really, really smooth. These don't get sloppy. Look at that. Doesn't lock in place like others, but that is really nice. There are no detents that I can see, but it looks like it kind of wants to go to the 90 degree once you push it that far. Not so much this direction, but now it's got that little set screw, and it looks like maybe that it's kind of acting as almost like a detent if you fold it all the way over. But that's just the right amount of resistance on the flex, and this is a really smooth 1/4 inch mechanism. Now the width on this is the exact same as the 3/8 drive version here of the compact ratchet. It's the same 22 millimeters in the width, and the length on this particular ratchet is 150 millimeters. Now the button on this one does not stick out as far as the 3/8 drive. Obviously the anvil is smaller, but the button sticks out farther on the 3/8 drive anvil. I am glad that they sent this to me, just not only to have the comparison, but I'm sure I am going to start using more 1/4 inch drive stuff as these engine bays just seem to be getting smaller and tighter. I probably will start using some more 1/4 inch sockets here. I've got quite a few, I just don't have as many as I do in the 3/8 drive. And then this last ratchet, this is NBRC 390FS. Very nice. So this is the compact 3/8 drive, and it's a short or stubby, but it's also a flex head. And of course this is going to be the same mechanism, same head design as this one here. They sent me a great variety here, so I'm really happy with everything that they sent me. This is going to be a perfect little tight access ratchet. The flex head and the short length, this is going to come in handy on a lot of jobs where you're just, having to contort your hand behind something and get on a fastener. So really happy about this one. Now, last but not least is the quick spinner here. Let's open this one up. That is very nice. Now, I didn't used to use a lot of these quick spinners until I started getting into some of these Japanese tools. I found that I really do like using them, especially when working on Japanese cars. I've noticed that usually on a Toyota or a Nissan or even a Honda, once you break loose a fastener, especially in the engine bay, I mean, they spin right out. And so you can just get on there and zip that out really quick. It's got a little bit more leverage than just, you know, putting your finger on the socket itself. And this one is a rubberized grip. I'm gonna try the quick spinner on this larger ratchet here too, which is probably where I'll keep it. And that just feels very nice. Quick spinner is a great addition to this set. I'm really glad that they threw this in as well. Well, that's pretty much everything. I can't even tell you how excited I am to start using all of these. Yes, I know these look like jewelry or something that belong in a display case. I mean, they are so nice, they're so clean, and they do such a nice job of presenting their tool even in the packaging here. I mean, that is just, it's so nice. You know, I know a lot of you guys that maybe have these, you have it in the top drawer of your box and you kind of just, you know, have it to show off, and that's fine. But, you know, this is definitely something that I'm gonna use, and it is okay to treat yourself every once in a while. Remember that. You guys, you work hard. It's okay to buy some nice things, especially if you enjoy it. These are not cheap, but we're not talking crazy, insane money. So, you know, there's a whole lot of value here is what I'm trying to say. Just in the amount of thought and time that they put into their workmanship, the professional level of quality on this is really unmatched. These are definitely going in the toolbox and they're gonna get used. They'll probably get scratched up too, but really excited to get to use these and work on some stuff here. I'll probably be working on some stuff later this week, and I'll probably be grabbing these. So this one, I just really love the feel overall on this regular size 3/8 drive, but these compact versions of the 3/8 drive compared to the original size, they feel so smooth, so nice, and it really is going to help with that tight access. But it's really nice to have a good daily driver like this. You know, it's really strong and it's going to get a lot of the jobs done. And throw on that quick spinner and this is going to work great. So really excited about these, if you can't tell. I mean, this was a really nice day for me when these came in the mail. I mean, I was pretty excited. I was telling all my friends as soon as I got these in the mail, anyone that came over, I was like, hey, check these out. I mean, you can tell that they do care. They put so much thought and so much effort into the design. I mean, the finish on these is just truly unbelievable. Just want to say thank you so much to KTC for sending these to me, Kyoto Tool Company, which makes Nepros tools. These are all available at neprostools.com, by the way. And of course, I'll get a link in the description where you can pick these up as well. And that's pretty much it. I hope you like this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't mind. That does help me out. I'll put some links to some other Japanese tool haul videos that I've also done in the description for you as well. Thanks so much for watching and good luck.